Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video. I'm gonna vlog today because my friend Zoe is coming round to film some content together, so I thought I would film a little behind the scenes video. I feel like a lot of you always ask me questions about like how I film, especially about the little spinny things I film on, because loads of people get confused and think they're like hoovers or something. Anyway, me and Zoe are filming today, so I thought I would vlog. I don't know if you can tell behind me on the bed, I've got all the clothes. So we basically did a big pull and bear order because we wanted to do some videos where like we're wearing the same outfit but obviously in different sizes. So here's what we ordered. So we got these jeans. This is more what they look like on the website. I ordered two exact same pairs in different sizes and they are completely different colours. I don't know what's happened there. I don't know if it's just like fast fashion, you know, how the sizing always changes, but I didn't expect the colour to change between the two of the same pairs of jeans. So that's slightly annoying, but anyway, the other outfits we have are this little cute deer top that kind of reminds me of Sisters and Seekers, this little ruffle skirt to go with it, and then we got this little summer sort of set of like a little shirt and shorts, and then we got these trainers to go with all the outfits. So we're going to film these. I'm just waiting for Zoe to come round. I actually need to set up my little spinny thing, so I might do that now before she gets here, because they take a minute to sort out. Hello guys, Zoe has arrived and we've started filming. This is one of our outfits. We're
mixed reviews.
Yeah, mixed reviews, but we're just filming a little chatty haul for Zoe's TikTok, and we've filmed some spinny ones for mine. But yeah, we're doing a little haul and then we're gonna go Nando's.
Oh, I cannot wait for
I can't wait for the iced drink refill.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
warm.
I need a crisp Diet Coke.
I would like a Fanta, I think.
Oh, branching out.
Oh, I just made it.
Okay, this is the next outfit. We're both a bit unsure.
I was expecting more from the skirt. It is slightly see-through, like I feel like you can kind of see our pants. I have one like this from Hollister and it is much better quality, so if you are looking for a skirt like this I would recommend Hollister, but this is probably about half the price, so you get what you pay for.
I also do feel like with my bum it's so slanted because of how my waist sits compared to my bum.
Yeah, it has shorts underneath but they're very short, so it's not really helping with the whole bum out situation.
I personally really like the top. I'm all about a little cropped graphic tee.
Not a bow, what is this? A
Bambi. Bambi vibes. It's giving
Sisters and
Seekers. Yeah.
Yeah, and
which
it's
I really
like soft material. The pull and bear tees are always good. So.
And also it's cheap, it's cheerful, and like it does look nice, and this is something you could wear with a skirt, with a pair of trousers. Jeans. I feel like there's a lot of options that you could wear with this, just a basic graphic sort of cropped tee style.
Mixed up a bit more girly, a bit more Pinteresty.
Yeah, 100%, which we love.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with the top.
In terms of height, I feel like this skirt is pretty short on both of us.
Yeah.
Like, but that's because we've both got.
I don't feel like we look too indifferent. I feel like because our body shapes are relatively similar. We're just very different
We're both
in height.
like kind of pear shaped.
Yeah.
Zoe has got slightly bigger top half, but yeah, so it's fitting us similar.
But I do feel like this doesn't make us look too different in height, whereas the next outfit...
The next outfit, you can definitely tell that we're different
I
heights.
am 5'1". Next one, here we go. Okay, this is the next outfit. I had quite high hopes for this outfit, but it's just too long on me personally. Like, it just makes me look quite square. I need it to be more, like, for my shape, I need it to be a lot more cropped. Like, this would have been a lot nicer, but obviously where I am just a lot shorter, things are just a lot sort of like longer. I do think it is a good basic piece though. I think you could easily mix and match these, like a good pair of basic shorts. They're really comfy, they fit really well.
Be good for holiday, like an evening. So very cool, like you wouldn't get too hot in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, on me it just fits a bit nicer height, I think.
Yeah, because obviously you've got the height.
More height, yeah.
But it is good, and again, I don't think it's too expensive for what it is, if this is the kind of vibe that you're looking for.
And the shorts aren't too short on me either.
No,
normally.
they're a nice,
they're not too bad, and I could also like pull them down a bit more if I wanted them a bit more low-waisted.
And these are high, like I put them high-waisted on me, and they're not too short, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I do like it.
Yeah, I like this, and this comes in loads of colours as well. I feel like maybe if you got a different colour, it wouldn't like drown you so much. It would maybe like be a bit.
But this is, I believe, this is the smallest size top. Like this is an extra small.
So if you're any smaller than Zoe, then It's going to be baggy.
Yeah. Okay, we'll sit down and do YouTube chats.
Yeah.
And then we're done.
Yeah.
Slay. I need to stop saying that. Oh!
I say it all the time.
Do you know what one I considered?
What?
The camera, the one that's like straight and it's like flippy. And it flicks outwards.
Little 360 one.
I can't remember what it is. Because I just realised you were still recording and I was like, ah. No, it was the one that's like a...
We finished filming our shorts and now we're going to do a little vlog, not a vlog, a YouTube sit down haul for Zoe's channel. Here she is setting it up, little camera woman.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to film like a haul of all the Pull and Bear stuff we got for Zoe's YouTube, so go subscribe to her if you want to see that. Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So I'm actually joined today
by me. We're in Nando's. I got my usual order, which is peri salted chips, great imitator wrap, medium. I do normally get garlic bread, but I'm going out for dinner tonight, so I just went for one side. Zoe's gone for a Fino pita, but I'm very excited to eat this. You guys know how much I love Nando's. Hello guys, it's the next day. I actually forgot to vlog the rest of yesterday. Basically Zoe went home and then I went out for dinner with my friends and my boyfriend, and that's kind of it. It's currently the next day. I have woken up to quite a mess. I still haven't really tidied any of the clothes that me and Zoe filmed with, and yeah, basically I'm just gonna have a big like reset day today and tidy the whole flat. I feel like you don't realise when you move out of your family home, because when I lived at home, if my room was messy, like I had my room to tidy, but like I only had one room to kind of keep on top of, whereas when you move into your own place you have like your bedroom, but then you also have the kitchen and bathrooms and the living room, and obviously I would like tidy those at home, but like you have other people to share the cleaning with, whereas here it's pretty much just me, and I make most of the mess, which is fair. But yeah, basically having a big tidy up today. You can probably see the mess behind me, but I've just been editing this vlog and it's not very long, so I thought I would answer some questions from a broadcast group at the end, just to give you guys some more stuff to watch, because I hate putting on a vlog when I'm tidying my room and something and then after like one task it's over and it's not long enough. So I want my vlogs always to be like at least 10 minutes, at least, that's the bare minimum, hopefully 20 minutes plus. And I think most of the videos I posted the past few weeks or even months have all been like over half an hour, I think, which is pretty good going. But yeah, I'm gonna go through these questions from my broadcast group because I like you guys in my broadcast group. You guys are always so nice. So I'm just gonna answer every single question. So the first one someone said is, any tips for after uni? I'm struggling with this too. I feel like finishing uni is so weird because when you do your A-levels or your GCSEs, or like if you're in another country, like when you do your exams when you're younger, like you're kind of like all going to school together on the last exam and you all take it together in the same room, and like you probably are with all your friends and like celebrating together, and you probably all live near each other if you go to school together. Whereas when you're at uni, you're not like, well, I wasn't living with my friends and like most of them had like gone back home for summer by the time we were doing our exams, and then you just hand in your last like essay or coursework and then that's it. Like there's no like final day because everyone finishes at different times and submits stuff on different days, and yeah, it feels weird. Like it's like, oh, that's kind of over. And like obviously you have your graduation, but my graduation isn't until November, which is very annoying. So I just feel like, okay, I've done uni, but I don't really feel like I've done uni. Like it's just like a weird sort of like, okay, now I'm done. That's kind of it. So I feel like maybe when I go to my graduation I will feel a bit more like finalised, but I think it is such a weird feeling, especially for people like trying to get jobs and like don't know whether to move back home to their home city or whatever they're wanting to do. Like there's so many different options. Like it's the first time in your life that you don't have a set path. Like I feel like in the UK at least it's very like set, like you do your GCSEs, then you do your A levels, and then you either go to uni or you get a job, and it's like set. Whereas when you finish uni it's like you could do anything. So I think I'm still struggling with that. But I think just try and remember that like everyone is in the same boat as you, and most people don't like find their dream job or like get a job or move out till they're like a lot later on. Like you might even be like 21 years old or like 22 like I am, and it's still so young. And I feel like sometimes parents put pressure on us because when they were our age they were like married and had kids, but it's just like most people our age now don't have their life together. So yeah, don't try and compare yourself to like people online, because probably most of your friends and most of the people that were in your year at uni are in the same boat and like have no idea what's going on either. This is a fun question. Someone said, what's been your favourite influencer event you've been to? That is a fun question. I feel like I do go to a lot of events, and I've been saying yes to a lot more recently because I have had more free time since finishing uni. I would say the most exciting thing I ever got invited to because of my job was the Barbie movie premiere. I mean, that's not really like an influencer event, but I got invited to that last summer by Instagram, and it was just insane. Like I was like, why am I here? Like I felt like an imposter. And I met Dua Lipa and like saw so many of these celebrities, like Molly May was there, just like Davide from Love Island, like so many. It was like every like British celebrity ever, like the people from Horrible Histories, like Bryn from Gavin and Stacey. Like it was like the most random group of like just every celebrity in England, it seemed like, and I was like, what is going on? Why am I here? Like, why was I invited? And I still don't really know why I was invited, but that was definitely the most like starstruck and like crazy I felt at an event. In terms of like typical influencer events, I'm trying to think like what's my favourite one I've been to. I definitely love Charlotte Tilbury. I think I've only been to one Charlotte Tilbury event, but they did our makeup for us and they like took pictures. I love events where they have like a photographer. Sometimes they have photographers, and you know, like when you're all dressed up and you like want to get that perfect Instagram picture, or sometimes at these events they have like a photographer, and it's just so great because like it's not awkward to be like, oh, like to your friends like, oh, can you get a picture, and then you feel awkward. You don't feel awkward because there's a whole person that's the whole job is to get you a good Instagram picture. So I love going to events where they have a photographer. There's this one woman who is amazing, and she took pictures of me at the Charlotte Tilbury event and also at a GHD event recently. So I really like those because I feel like, I don't know if it sounds really vain, but I love getting a good picture at an event. So I definitely had a good time at those because I was like, got a good Instagram picture, got a new profile picture, you know. Someone said one makeup product you couldn't live without. That is a hard question. I'm like sat at my makeup desk right now and I'm just looking to see like what I couldn't live without. I would say the makeup product that I've used the longest and like that I don't ever buy a different kind of product of it is probably my Maybelline Anti-Age Rewind Concealer. Like I have like hundreds of these floating around. This is the only concealer that I think is like the best, and I just love the applicator, like it's so easy. But I wouldn't put concealer on without other makeup products, so I don't know if that's the one I like couldn't live without, but definitely in my whole makeup routine, like that's the one I couldn't live without. If you mean like if I had to only keep one makeup product to use, I'm not sure, maybe like bronzer, because I feel like bronzer can make you look like you've got foundation on even when you don't. Probably one of my favourite bronzers is like these Charlotte Tilbury bronzer ones, because you can just kind of put it everywhere. You can even use it like as eyeshadow and it makes everything just look more glowy and like you've been on holiday. Someone said, if you do read, what genres do you like? So I only really read books on holiday, which probably sounds bad, but I did used to read when I was younger, but I just feel like I never really sit down with a book. I feel like I'm too addicted to social media. But when I'm on holiday I do read books, and generally I only really ever read non-fiction books. I don't know if that's just because I have like no imagination, which sounds a bit sad, but I love reading like celebrity memoirs. There's this book called Sapiens, which I've been trying to finish every holiday, and I actually finished reading it this year when I was in Greece. But yeah, I just love reading non-fiction books. I feel like they're way more interesting to me than fiction books, because I can like actually like, I believe it's the same way that I like watching films that are like based on true stories. I feel like I'm just more invested because I know it's like a real thing that happened. But yeah, I love reading celebrity memoirs. Like I read Britney Spears' one when I was in Greece, and that was really good. Someone said, do you have any pets? So I don't have any pets in my flat, which is sad because I feel like I would love to get a dog, but I just feel like it's so much responsibility and I don't think I'm ready for that, because I know my friend Sarah, I've watched her like get a dog from a puppy and like have it, like, you know, bring it up, and it's made me realise like how much effort you have to put into having a puppy. Like it's like a full-time job basically to train a puppy, and like you can't leave the house if they're in training, and like it's harder to go on holiday obviously because you have to get the dog looked after, and like there's just a lot more like restrictions on your life if you have pets. And like even if I wanted to go traveling one day, like you got to think about the dog. So I think I don't want to have any pets, or at least a dog, until like I'm ready to like settle down and have kids and stuff, because I feel like then, you know, I wouldn't mind like being kind of stuck at home with the dog. But right now I don't want the responsibility and like having to wake up early to take it for walks and stuff. Like I feel like in my early 20s I'm kind of allowed to be selfish and not have to do that. So yeah, but I would love a dog. I love dogs, but my parents have dogs. They've got our family dog Poppy, and then my sister's dog is living with my parents at the minute called Winnie. So I go and see them all the time. So when I want to like see a dog, I'll go to my parents' house. But yeah, for now I'm not planning on getting any pets anytime soon. Someone said, what's your favourite song? That is a really, really hard question. I don't think I can answer that. Like I have too many favourite songs. I could tell you some of my favourite albums, which is probably more broad. I love Tortured Poets Apartment by Taylor Swift. I think that's like maybe my top album of all time now, like the extended edition. Some other albums that aren't Taylor Swift that I love are like Kate Nash Made of Bricks album. I love a lot of the Harry Styles, Harry's House. I also love Olivia Rodrigo. Like I love Guts and Sour. They're both really good albums, I think. But I just can't pick a favourite song. Like I just can't do it. Someone said, how do you deal with not feeling good enough? I think that's a very hard question to answer, and I feel like everyone at some points in their life doesn't feel good enough. Like humans are kind of like bound to compare themselves, and like it's sort of like very natural, especially if you're growing up like in school. Like you're obviously gonna not feel good about yourself in terms of lots of different things, not just like your appearance, but like if you're not getting the same grades as your friends or whatever, if your parents don't have as much money and your car isn't as nice, like it's so easy to compare yourself. Something that used to help me was I would think, okay, so even if there's some girl in my class that I'm like, oh, I wish I could be like you have a really nice car, you have the newest iPhone, whatever, you like in year 7, I remember one girl in our class like the newest iPhone and she always had the best makeup and whatever. Even if I was her, like even if we switched bodies right now, if I woke up in her body, like I wouldn't be happy, because I would then miss the things about my life that I love. Like I would miss my family, and I would miss my parents' dog, and I would miss my flat. And I think just remembering that like even if you were someone else, they might have the dream life in your head and they would have the, you know, you'd be happy, but actually like every single person has issues. And even if you can't tell, especially on social media, some people's lives like look perfect, but then if you actually switch bodies with them, you'd probably end up wanting your own life back. I think there's a quote that I heard on TikTok the other day that was like, if everyone put their worries in a bowl and you had to grab some, you'd probably grab back your own worries. Like you wouldn't risk getting someone else's problems, because even though you might be thinking like your life is the worst, there's probably everyone that you're comparing yourself to is also going through similar stuff and like also has issues that you might not want to trade lives with. So I think just, yeah, trying, I know it is very hard, especially if you're in difficult situations, but trying to be as grateful as you can for your own circumstances and try and just improve your own life and how you feel about yourself, rather than thinking, oh, if only I was her, I'd be happy, because there's no physical way for you to swap bodies with someone, and even if you did, you might not be happy. Someone said, how do you deal with stress between friendships? I think that's a very hard question, especially when you're growing up in school. I feel like between girls there can always be friendship drama. I would say, like, if you are young, just a reminder that like the stuff that happens in your school is so irrelevant as soon as you leave school. I think I've said this before, but like when I was in school, it seemed like it was like a bubble, like everything in that school and all the people were like the most important people in the world, and like if we weren't friends anymore, like it was the end of the world and I was never going to have friends again. But as soon as you leave school, you will realise that like none of that matters. And like I don't see a lot of people from school anymore. Obviously I have a few friends that I'm like still close with now, but that's just because I was lucky to, you know, find some good people in my year group. But the amount of, like, if you think of your mum or like people older in your life, probably a lot of their close friends aren't from school. Like I know a lot of my mum's friends, she met them when she was having children, like they were like other mums at playgroup and stuff. Like the people that might end up being your best friends in life, you probably haven't even met yet. So the friendship issues you might be going through now probably won't matter in 10 years time, and if they are people that you're meant to be friends with for life, you're probably going to resolve things eventually. But yeah, I just think try and remember that school isn't like the be all and end all, and if you don't have any friends at school, or you've know fallen out of your friendship group, it doesn't mean you're gonna be lonely forever. Sorry, I keep dropping things. And you will find friends at uni, you'll find friends at work, you'll find friends if you want to have kids in the future, like you'll find mum friends. Like there's so many other ways you can make friends apart from at school, so I wouldn't stress yourself out too much if you don't have friends right now, because you probably will in the future. Okay, I've answered all the questions from my broadcast group, so I'm gonna go and edit this video now. I'm actually filming this on Sunday, the day that this video is going to be uploaded. I would carry on vlogging, but I need to edit this video so I can get it uploaded for tonight for you guys, because I do not miss a Sunday upload. I mean, I have in the past few weeks. Sometimes I posted it on Monday, which is bad. I try and not ever miss a Sunday upload, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a random one. Sorry that I forgot to vlog like most of yesterday evening. But I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you on my social media. I post every single day on Instagram and TikTok, and also on Snapchat now. I've been trying to post on Snapchat. I'll link all that in the description and on screen. And I post these long YouTube videos every single week on here on Sundays, in normally around 5 PM UK time on Sundays, or if I'm feeling ambitious, maybe 10 AM. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good week, hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in next week's video.